Hello, hello. I am very red today because I basically changed my lamp to like a lantern. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is why I am very reddish today. But I thought it would be very lucky and Lunar New Year of me to do this or Chinese New Year to do this. So that's why I'm wearing all red and Gong Si Fa Chai, and I am just like I don't know. Anyways, that's just the explanation. How are you guys doing? Is everyone okay? I hope everyone is not sick. I know the weather has been, well, at least here, the weather has been horrible. It has been raining like every day. There is no freaking sun here. I am dying. Also, if you guys think this is just too distracting to look at because it's like super red, let me know. I'll try to get a lamp and I'll try to get like a light to just like illuminate my face a little bit more. Hello. Hi to India. Hello. Wow, we got so many people just jumping in right now. Someone just wrote me that's a little bit too red. Hi, I'm finally recovering from the allergic reaction from 2 weeks back. Oh my god, so many people have been having allergic reactions. I've been hearing. Hello. Yeah, again, you guys, let me know if this is too red. I just kind of thought it would just be like a really nice New Year kind of vibe. So that's why it's all red. But yes, I am so happy that everyone is here today. And basically, for those who are new, hello, welcome to Megan's Film Club. This is basically a safe space where I react to your films every Sunday when I have the time. And you guys just send me your Google Drive links in the link below and I react to them. So, a few rules for you guys to know. We always do only 5 minutes. Like, it doesn't matter how long your film is, 5 minutes is like the max. And we do that so that everyone gets a chance to get their film shown. And as long as you don't show vulgarity, sex, or violence, it's fine to submit the films. If not, I might just have to filter them out. So if you're wondering why we haven't shown your films, that's probably maybe it, just because of YouTube flagging and restrictions. And yeah, it's a safe space. I really, really please urge all of you to like comment and give your feedback in the chat when we are looking at the films. I give live feedback, and you guys should too, because I think people submit their films not only for me to look at, but also for you guys to look at and like, get the outside perspective. So yeah, but honestly, safe space, be nice. Everyone is learning, plus myself, obviously. So everyone's learning from each other, and I think it's just like it should be a safe and comfortable space for people to chill on a Sunday and learn something new, and obviously get inspired as well. There are so many talented people here that submit their films, submit their animations, or whatever, it's safe space. And if you guys have any questions for me at all in between or whenever you want to ask something, please, please do. All right. Very Wonka, I like it. I know. Good morning. Wow. What time is it there? Hello. It's my first time attending your live. Hello. Thank you for coming. What do you think about a bit about a student starting a YouTube channel? I started my YouTube channel when I was a uni student, so definitely go for it. I honestly, yeah. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is also basically afternoon in Germany, where I am currently based. But it is so dark and so gloomy. I cannot. It's like giving seasonal depression. All right, let's jump into sharing my screen, and I'll show you the films that I've picked out today. We try to go chronologically in the Google Drive, but I've been having a really hard time like organizing the Google Drive, just because since everyone has access to the Google Drive, a lot of people have been submitting like folders, which I really plead you, please don't like do the folder thing. It makes it so much harder for me to organize stuff. So I just try to organize them as best as I can. And right now we're in July to August 2025. We finally made it out of June and July. Oh my God. It took us so long for us to get out of July 2025, but we are here, baby. Hello from Denmark, to Denmark. Right. So these are the films we're going to be filming. Oh my God, reviewing today. So yeah. All right. As usual, please keep your feedback in the chat as we are going. And if you guys have any questions, ask. I feel like we're missing Jim today. Jim is like the OG guy that's always here. Like, I don't know if he's here, but maybe he'll come later, hopefully. It feels like such like a missing piece when Jim's not here. All right, let's move on. So the first one is called Copy of, I don't even know how to pronounce this word, Nihilistic Tendencies, a music video. I am telling you guys, when I saw this one, like go through, I normally just like react blindly. So I normally just go through to see if there's anything I have to flag. So I don't really know what it's gonna be, but I saw the first few seconds of this and I'm gonna tell you guys are in for a freaking treat. Yeah. We are not filming. I was sent a wrong memo. Filming? Filming what? Wait, what? All right, let's go. Already, this intro is insane to me. This is giving like Backrooms 2000s core, like 2000s It Girl backroom core. I don't even know if that's a thing, but I'm gonna make it a thing because this is insane. Like, I love how smooth the animation is and how like it's like grainy in all the best ways. Yo, does anyone else feel like they just landed in a fucking like, oh, I swore, sorry. I'm so used to swearing. Did anyone just feel like they landed in like a Microsoft screensaver? Because that is such a vibe. Oh my god, Jim is here. I was just telling them like how it feels so missing without you, Jim. Jim the man is here. Intentional grain is so hard to pull off. I know. But amazing. I wonder if she did this by herself, like shooting by herself, the animations from the beginning. Obviously, this is shot on camera with an animation on top. This is probably like one of those like animations where they do frame by frame and they like print out the frame by frame and then like do crayons or like whatever like markers on it. And I think that's what's happening here, which is insane amount of work. Like that is so much work. But this is so freaking cool. I'm just wondering like if she did it all by herself. Okay, I'm gonna wait until my Wi-Fi decides to be a better person. Please, I am begging you. Be a better person. Oh my God, I'm gonna move this. I feel like it's a little bit too red. Okay. Oof. Okay, are you guys still with me? Is everyone still with me? Is everyone still with me? Yeah, my Wi-Fi has been really, just really bugging. It has been the worst. All right. I feel so bad for starting to react, but I just want to say this is so much work and an insane amount of like creativity that went into this, and I am supporting 100%, baby. It's crazy. This is so cool as well. I love how like subtle the grayness around the glow. Can you guys see that? That was insane. Insane. Like that was absolutely insane. I'm gonna search up the director later and the people who were behind this. This is amazing. Oh my god. All right. Well, this is from Sam Griffin, or Sam Griff. So everyone, please give him a big round of applause. It was so good. The effects were mind blowing. I can't say much to that just because like I have no idea how you guys do it, and like I'm not a very VFX girly and After Effects girly, so very impressive. I really have no notes. Like that was so good, and I think everyone else in the chat can agree that it was freaking amazing. And even like the transition at the back where it comes back to you looking at the screen, that was amazing. Really, like, yeah, I have like no words other than whatever I said during the reaction because that was literally how I felt. But yeah, all right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is called Eat. It's a short film by Brendan Hang. All right, it's gonna be a YouTube link, so just bear with me real quick. Let me just. All right, I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. All right. I really like the colors here. It's like very flat, and I think that's exactly what he wants to bring across. It's a bit dystopian, I feel, like the way it's yeah, exactly like the way the tension's there as well. I feel like the sound effect of the buzzing of like the fluorescent lights or whatever, like a fridge or something, for me as an audience watching, it might be a little bit too loud. Like maybe that was the attention, but I feel like it's almost loud that it's so annoying. That maybe that's what they wanted the audience to feel like, to feel like it's really just eating into your brain. Maybe. Oh, get it? Eating. Okay. So over here, I'm not sure what the look they were really trying to go for. What they were going. Oh my god, I don't know what the look was. What they were trying to go for. But for me personally, I feel like these clothes just feel like a little bit flat, like lighting wise. I feel like there could be a little bit more contrast and shadows added into this, without using the big light. So that again, just my opinion, but I feel like that adds a lot of the tenseness and that feel if you wanna do it, like, flat, I would say, like if you wanna make it super dystopian, I would say, like, completely flat, so, like, the shadows are really just really shallow and the lights are just completely flat, and that makes it feel super clean and super dystopian, and if you wanna make it feel like that, I feel like it should be 100% just, like, dead on, like, this is white and this is beige, but I feel like if you wanna do, like, a dramatic, like, almost very tense scene, like in The Bear, lots of contrast, super close-ups, heart shadows. I think they're always super just makes it very dramatic and tense, but again, it depends on, like, what you're going for. Also, something that might be bothering me a little bit about this is the handheldness. I feel like the handheldness is good, but to a certain point, if that makes sense. Like I feel like here the handheldness is just a little bit too shaky. Like it doesn't feel intentional enough that it's like, oh, this is like a chaotic scene. It's just kind of how do I say, like it kind of takes me out of the scene for some reason, and I think it's because it's sort of like a okay, I'll follow him when he goes this way sort of like vibe, if you guys know what I mean. Like I feel like if you want to have a handheld movement, it has to be sort of already blocked or already planned so that you know exactly where you're going. So it's not like, oh, I'll just follow him now. Um, and I feel like maybe that was their intention. Again, like just my opinion, but maybe it wasn't. And if so, that would just be a suggestion for me. Like maybe just practice it before actually going to the actual shot and then doing like the whole handheld movement. Like I did a recent like fighting scene between two sisters and it was whip panning and handheld. But that was already like planned before and rehearsed a few times before we actually went into the shot. And I feel like things like that really help you make your film feel super intentional and like where the direction should be going. Um, yeah, that I really like. I like the thing, and then it just cuts straight to the chef. I think that is brilliant. That was really funny with the whisper. Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. All right, that was Brendan Hang or Brendan Hong. Please give it up for him and his friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for submitting that. It was really funny at the end. I just felt like the sound. Okay, wow. Now I'm getting to technicalities. I'm sorry to kill the vibe, but I just feel like when he was like "Ugh," when he did that, it peaked the sound so much that it kind of like broke the sound. So I would just say like take down, or the mic, take down the sensitivity of the mic so it doesn't peak and kind of spoil the vibe at the end. Again, just my opinion, but I found it super great, and I really like the whole dystopian kind of vibe to it, of him, asking him to cook and him asking to eat, and like the beigeness and the simplicity of it. So very, very well done. Thank you so much, Brandon. And if anyone has any like other comments for Brandon, please, please, please put it in the chat. All right. Okay, the next one is. Oh, why am I doing that? It is called Family by Noor. I think their name is Ehab Noor. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Again, please forgive me. But yes. All right, this is a short film, and I actually found this shot really impressive because it's sort of like a going down top shot, which is really hard to do without a really good C stand, or oh, hi Lynn, thank you so much. Or like a really stable hand or a tripod that does exactly that. And it's a pretty high ceiling as you can see, so I'm really actually very impressed with the shot. All right, hold on, let me just play this. Okay, now looking at it, like it is handheld, but it is super steady for a handheld. Like, can you imagine how hard it is? Very hard to just like point your camera down and like be with your hands like that, and then like push down. Like it is tough. So kudos to you, man. Coming back to where the photos were lying down, I feel like where she's lying down here, I'm not sure if she has like other bed sheets, but I think like something like this, a really nice neutral bed sheet would be a lot better in this scene, just because the photos itself are pretty like busy already, and if your background is like busy, it is really hard to just like bring them out, if you know what I mean. Gox does this really well, where he when he display something, it's normally on this like red carpet or like a plain background. And he does it super well in the sense that he puts physical photos or physical media in a digital space. And it pops a lot more just because the backgrounds are plain and they're like simple. So like I would suggest her using like I don't know, like a blue bed sheet or like something that's just plain, like there's not too much pattern going on. I really like how at first you don't know what's going on in the second scene, like this scene, and then you see that she's actually all grown up. I think at least that's her all grown up, and she's now much better at her craft and her art. And I think that's what they're trying to tell, if I'm not mistaken. But I really like the transition for that one. All right, that was Family by Noor. Everyone give her a big, big round of applause. I think it was beautifully shot. I really like especially the top shot in the beginning, and like when she was walking through the corridor like with her teddy bear. I thought that was a really nice shot. Um yeah, I feel like some shots could have been taken out just because I think some of them were just maybe not in the sense unnecessary, but I think it would tell the story better if some of the shots were taken out and you leave the audience just like kind of guessing like what's going to happen next. But in general, I think it's a great start and I think it's a great film. So thank you so much. Also, I love the movement of the camera. I think that is also something that is often overlooked, and I think you guys did it really well. So kudos to you guys. All right, the next one is, I think it's going to be really interesting because I think it is sort of, okay, you know what? I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but it's called He's So Effing Bad at Tennis by Anas. And yeah, if you guys have no other questions or no other feedback for the last film, please um, let me know. Sorry if this is off topic a bit, but I wanted to ask you what you think about the making films with the Sony A6700. I'm planning to buy one. I've never actually used it, but I've heard like great things about it, and I think it's a great like starter camera in the sense of like the budget. And I am a Sony girly to the end, so I always love using Sony cameras, and I think if you want to start with the A6700 and if it's in your budget, why not? I think it's a great thing to. I mean, I you can do a little bit more research on it. Don't trust my word, but I've heard great things about it. It's dope how she's telling the story without saying a word. Yes, I feel like those are sometimes like the most how do you say impactful stories. All right, so this one's called He's So Effing Bad at Tennis by Anas. All right. I got a letter. It's like a Word document, so I'm just gonna read it for y'all. Also, it contains a YouTube link. It says, "Hello, Megan. Love your work. I'm really happy and excited to share you what I do and get to get your opinion on it. I hope you will enjoy." Well, thank you very much. We shall see. I'm sure all of us will enjoy because we enjoy all the films here. Let's. Here we go. Hello. Like we're in a techno club today, like the lighting and the films that the films that we chose. Turn up. So this is obviously very, very heavily inspired by Challengers, which I freaking love because I loved Challengers and the way they shot it. I feel like even the two characters really represent Art and I forgot the other guy's main character's name. But yeah, I'm bobbing my head to these films. No, for real. Oh, well, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, Sid. But yeah, I feel like, okay, so I'm just going to track back a little bit. I feel like the starting shots of both of them, I feel like the FPS was a bit off, but let me see. Okay, no, my bad. It's just, sorry, I was blind. All right. I I really like the distortion, not distortion, the proportion of the frame. So he's like at the bottom and he's still in the three rule of thirds, if I'm not mistaken, maybe slightly off. But I really like how they've positioned him. Again, also very like challengers, and it makes it super intense. And one thing I must say though, like I feel like this is might be on a tripod, but they're like kind of moving the tripod a little bit, but they didn't cut out those parts where the tripod's just sort of like accidentally going up or down or left and right. And I feel like that again is super distracting for me personally. But again, I love the shot and I love the colors and the music. Way out there. Of the POV was really sick, like this one. The coloring here and like the text, like the title cards, perfect. Amazing POV shot. I really like that. That is crazy, like how they landed the tennis racket right in front of the thing. What I would say though, like I was somehow like expecting a ball to fly in the foreground in front of the ref. I don't know. Do you call him a referee? I don't watch tennis. I'm sorry. But I was kind of like expecting like a ball to fly in both directions for some reason for this. I feel like it would have made it a lot more intense or comedic, depending on the vibe you're going for. But I was also expecting this scene to be somehow a lot more intense, like maybe more close-ups and maybe more faster cuts again with the music and everything. But obviously that is on me, like that is just my opinion, and I think it was so great and so well shot, and we can move. But that was just what I was expecting. Okay, pop off queen. That was really good. I love the color. I love the angles that they shot. Again, like two things I only would flag is that some of the things, like really small things as well, like the cutting. I think for the most like intense scene, like the climax, I think should be a little bit more intense if that's like what you're trying to tell, obviously. And then the second thing was like some of the parts where the tripod was being moved or like shaken or anything. I would take that out just because I feel like for such a great film, I think things like that should be taken out to not distract the audience. And I think that kind of distracted me. But again, coming from someone who does her own camera work and like someone who actually, is in filmmaking, it's just I tend to notice these kind of things. And again, like not personal. I feel like no one else would notice it unless you are in film or and you shoot your own stuff. But other than that, I feel like no one would actually notice it. But other than that, I really, really loved the pacing. I loved the colors and I love the angles. I think they were so well done and it definitely gave me Challengers vibes. I hope that was the vibe you guys were going for. Okay, let me read through. Capturing tennis on camera is really difficult. Oh yeah, especially if you don't know the game like myself. I feel like if there was an extreme close up on the man with Shay's forehead showing a sweat rolling down at the end of him turning would have even upped the quality by a mile, but amazing video. I would have to say the opposite actually. I really like the ending. I feel like there was no need for like a close up of him, but again, my opinion, just my opinion. Like I think it's great that you guys give these kind of suggestions. I think it's always the more the merrier, just so people can like pick and choose and like what they want to hear and what they don't want to hear and like what they want to take in and what they don't want to take in. But yeah, all right, Anas, thank you so much for this amazing film. Kudos to everyone. Please give him a big round of applause. I think that was such a cool film. All right, we are going to the next one. The next one is, I think, a very cinematic one. This one's called Home Cambodia, and this is by Chansi Hahan. Oh, sorry. Already I'm doing the colors. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is just sort of like a really nice drone film, and I really really like the colors. I saw scrolling through this, I was like, the colors are insane, and like I'm pretty sure this is shot during dawn-ish, so there's a lot of like mist in the sky. There are clouds. There are people like, like smoke coming from like houses or like burning things, and but it just adds a lot of texture to the film. I wonder how doing like the like a dolly shot with a drone. I feel like that might be difficult. They're probably pulling back the drone and like zooming it at the same time, so it's an actual practical dolly. Because myself, I own a drone, so like you can actually like fly towards something and zoom out or zoom in. So maybe that is how they're doing that dolly shot. Mm. All in all, also, I think this is like just like a super cool way to show Cambodia from above and like just show off their country, or at least the city or like the space that you guys are trying to show. Like I think this is such a cool way to do so. I feel like all of these scenes belong in like a film, like a starting off like an establishing film or something, like establishing shot, I mean. And the color grading is amazing. It really just feels like a film. Like it feels like how to make millions before grandma dies. Like if you get what I mean, it's giving that Southeast Asian vibe. I love it. Yeah. Again, as someone who has flown a drone, I cannot do that shit because it takes a lot of practice to actually have a really nice like flow through the video, like actually point and shoot and be like, okay, this is exactly what I want and this is the movement that I want. It is pretty tough. So I really, it's so much respect. Like this is respect. Very nice. Nice. Okay, wait, I need to open the page again. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Chansi Han. Thank you. That was beautiful. I think it's a super nice way to just like obviously show Cambodia from above. I think it was beautifully and it was so coherent. Like the color grading throughout the whole video was also very coherent. It's something I also struggle with sometimes. Like the color grading can be like a little bit incoherent. So I think that was super continuous and it all matched to each other. Um, I hear that natural light is a pain to capture or work with. It can be like on drones if you don't have like an ND filter. Like if you like I was shooting in Malaysia with a drone and I it was like blazing hot sun in the afternoon. It was a little bit tough because the focus goes from like you can obviously also change the focus and you can do manual focus with like a good drone, but sometimes it catches more light than it should and then it blows out the sky completely and things like that are just super like wonky sometimes with a drone like and if you focus on like the sky it'll just go completely dark on the other like on the other parts of the camera and it doesn't have as much information or if you go to like the subject and it's a bright day it just like completely blows out the sky and you have a brighter subject but yeah, it's tough. So I think they picked out also like a really good time to fly a drone. It's a cloudy day, so you have consistent lighting, and it's dawn, so you have a little bit darker, and it's not just like blazing sun that just like blowing out every part of your film. So I think that was really really cool. So yeah, kudos and big round of applause. Thank you so much. I love how the color is pretty even, but then there are like some pops of color. Yes, I really like that. Like there's so much green, and then obviously the things that are supposed to pop, like the temple and like the Buddha and everything that pop definitely out of the whole thing. Um, W scenery for real. Really good. I love the golden yellow building in the middle of the green forest. I really like that as well. Like the blue, like the pink and like golden yellow, golden building. I think that was really cool. All right. Thank you so much. We shall move on to the next one. This one is called How to Fix a Broken Heart. Hopefully it's not gonna fix. I mean, hopefully it's not gonna break mine. This is by Seth Fuente, if I'm not mistaken.
When our heart is broken by romantic love or infatuation, our brain responds very similarly to the brains of addicts.
Oh, I love the split screenshot. That was really cool. I feel like on top of my head right now, I feel like the music is a little bit too loud and it's a little bit louder than the voiceover. So I would just like try to take the music down so that we could hear the voiceover better.
Go through withdrawal from cocaine or heroin. We become intensely focused on the person who broke our heart, the drug, and feel intense cravings for them that are extremely difficult to banish, ignore, or soothe. The lack of contact with a person, i.e. not getting out.
Oh, I love these two shots. Like the one where he was like sitting down in his bed, and this one is just beautiful. I like the last one as well, just because it was just absolute like it's like giving this like the light was just one light. It was like a purple-ish kind of vibe. I really like that. It's giving Joji for some reason. If you guys know what I mean.
Makes us unable to focus, disturbs our sleep and appetite, causes anxiety. Kathy was experiencing powerful symptoms of withdrawal from bridge, but she was not aware of it.
Acting like you understand? You think it was hard for you? Who the hell cares? I would have been lucky to have your problems. Okay, that's good enough. I'm just gonna send that in. Yep.
I love that. That was such a pattern breaker, is what I call them, like during a film. And I think it takes you immediately to the next scene. So you're just cut out from this whole like um, emotional state in the first place. Oh my God, it's so cool.
I wish I could figure out what you wanted or needed, because I'm just kind of sick of myself. I told myself that I probably wouldn't think about you again, because if I do, it feels like a black hole in my heart. But yeah, I just want to let you know I'm good and that I love you. Still, please take me back.
I like how it's a little comedic, but also kind of melancholy. Very cute. Makes me want to take it back. I would just say though, like the purple lighting at the back, I feel like it is blowing out the scene, and somehow my eyes are just completely drawn to his background rather than himself. So what I would change about that is when he's standing here, a little bit more bright on here, like the fill light, instead of making this the fill light or the book light. Sorry, the book light. Like this should be the book light on his face instead of that in the background. I would probably like take the background down, give it a little bit of the rim light, which you see here on the hairs. I think that's good, but I feel like this one has to be the concentration of the scene. But yes, all right. Oh, sorry, just too far. Oh my God, sorry. What the? Oh my, why is it? Guys, I'm so sorry.
Please take back.
I really like the shot where it was lighting on the top shot. I think that's such a shot to do, like especially if you're like you don't have the right equipment and stuff. It is pretty tough. Wait, hold on. This one's really good. Love the colors, love the vignettes here. As of now, I don't know what the family has to do with his breakup, but maybe it's his way of healing. And I really like that we don't really exactly know yet, like how this is part of his healing or part of him overcoming the breakup. I really like this. Okay, pop off, King. I like how these moments are very raw. There's not like a lot of like big lighting. There's just it's like raw moments with his family that I really appreciate.
No, no, you're good. You're good. Love you. How's it? Oh, good, good. Here, I'll help in a sec. Okay, but she. Do you think she was just saying the friends things to be nice? Probably be nice.
Oh my god, I love guys that are in love and obsessed with girls. It's so cute. Like, actually.
Okay.
He did it with this idea in mind. I want to be friends with this guy, but only if he doesn't like me anymore like that. And then I guess you guys probably had some kind of talk about that, and that was clear that you would just be friends. And then you send some shit like that where it's
You think I care? You think I care?
Yes, no, I love I love how he's going through it right now. Like the roller coasters of emotions are not even a joke. It's like first it's like wholesome, first it's like sad, and then it's like funny, and then it's like I need some time alone, and then the next thing is like, yeah, she probably said like desperate, and then now it's just like I don't care. And it's like I guess that's what a breakup is, you know. It is an emotion of roller coasters. A roller coaster of emotions. Sorry, a roller coaster of emotions. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't ask. Hey, I didn't ask. Why don't you just turn around and... That is terrible. That is... I don't want to be that guy. Perfect. Yeah, and if you have any other problems, just let us know anytime. Anytime. Yeah, take care and have a great rest of your day.
Like it's so random, but it's so good. I love the perspective play here. You can see. I think this is okay. I can't really tell if this is like a laptop in front of the camera because it's super dark, or if this is like on a wall and he's right next to the wall. You know what I mean? I love this shot. Also, I really like the color grading and the whole thing. It just feels all very cohesive and grainy, and it feels like raw. Yeah. No, it's 5 minutes, guys. You know I cannot break my promise on the 5 minutes thing, but I need to stop. I'm so sorry. I want to watch this. I probably will watch it if like when like this is done. This is called How to Fix a Broken Heart by Seth. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to find it on YouTube or anything, but you guys might be able to find it in the Google Drive. I hope I didn't take it out of the Google Drive. But yes. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The shower sound was a little abrupt, but I like that he did a J cut there. I thought it was a little bit abrupt as well. I think he could have did like a fade in. I think that would have been a little bit better. But okay, I am sorry. I had to stop at 5 minutes. I'm not the bad guy here. Okay, it's justice to everyone else. So don't you come at me. All right. Anyway, Seth, I feel like that was a beautiful, beautiful depiction of someone going through a heartbreak, and I think it was actually so funny because it started off like us feeling bad for you, and then it just went into this whole kind of like wholesome comedic film. The whatever comments I said during the film that are my comments on the lighting. But other than that, I really, really enjoyed this piece, and I want to give you a big, big round of applause, and so does everyone else in the chat. And I'm sorry that we had to stop it at 5 minutes. I know everyone is bummed out, but everyone give him a big, big round of applause. Okay, guys, I will move this back to the Google Drive just so that you guys can find it. It's called How to Fix a Broken Heart by Seth. And let me just like move it back to the Google Drive so that you guys can find it. Sorry about this, just me being a boomer. Yes, okay, it is back in the Google Drive, so you guys can go and find it. Okay, the next one. Why am I speaking like that? The next one is called NCFYM 2022 by Andrea Scarpari. I think it stands for No Country for Young Men. This is it. As you guys can see, it's called No Country for Young Men. And this is like the log line and the description. A retired bricklayer wants his grandson, who lives hundreds of miles away, to stay with him. Will he convince the young man despite the lack of opportunities in the country? But yes, all right, let's watch the short film. I will share my screen. Let me share my screen. Already in love with the shot. This is such nice lighting and color grading. Also, best places to shoot in the world is always your grandparents' house. So much character, just like you cannot go wrong with their houses.
Come mio nonno, mi piace tenere le cose in ordine. Le cose che scrivo, le foto che scatto, i miei video, il mio treppiede. Avendo trascorso molto tempo con lui da bambino, mi ha trasmesso molte cose. Quello che più ci accomuna è la testardaggine. Ovviamente non nella stessa maniera.
Very nicely framed.
Stava senza zoom perché le guardava.
Me la filmava. Ma film l'altro perché con 100 anni.
Sì. Ma per Dio.
Oh my god, old people are just like so nonchalant, and they are just the funniest people ever. They're always saying like how old they are and stuff like that. It's so
Te era i ricordi?
Sì.
Se te già a una volta te 2 anni o 3, poi te somissima che smonta.
Sarà un po' dico.
Metà famiglia sei
literally, I'm telling you, old people are just like they're always saying like how they're gonna die. Like, you never know if I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
C'è morto il nonno. No, te giovane.
Buongiorno a tutti e ben ritrovati a questa nuova edizione del notiziario di Radio Bota News 24. In diretta da Manticino sul Garda, oggi approfondiremo alcuni temi sul perché l'Italia è un paese per giovani.
So far, really, really liking the sound design and the sound effects and like how raw this is, because this is a documentary film about, I think, his grandpa, and I really like how he adds these little moments in the day of his grandpa's life and how they speak to the camera, how they speak about themselves and about Andrea himself. I think that is just super funny, and I think this is not scripted at all. Yeah.
L'emigrazione giovanile in Italia è un problema con cui ci si scontra ogni momento. Molti giovani decidono di andarsene, spesso con risentimento perché non trovano lavoro o frustrati dal precariato. Si calcola che in 10 anni abbiamo perso quasi 500.000 giovani, tra questi quasi la metà tra i 15 e i 34 anni. Di loro molti sono laureati. Le stime dei costi di questo esodo dicono che si è arrivati addirittura a 16 miliardi. La maggior parte di loro parte con la speranza di trovare fortuna all'estero, ma secondo voi sono più le nuove generazioni a non avere fiducia nelle opportunità offerte dal paese o in Italia, che non sa proprio che farsi?
Ma bravo.
È papando, boh.
Allora,
Perché poi la mia è la tensione.
perché voglio guardare da solo.
Che piacciono più adesso.
Parlo queste te parla di giusto elettricista. Dopo che fa le scuole qui in Martei, sia giù.
Cosa?
A qui Mattei.
Qui Mattei?
L'università a Berga, tiranti.
E adesso anche che fa.
I really like this frame with all three of them inside. Like, we've been seeing this for a pretty long time on this film. Something that is a little bit disturbing because the old woman is exactly placed here. I feel like this could be maybe taken out of the frame just so that we have a clear view of three of them, and he's already in the foreground, which is great. But this also being in the foreground is a little bit distracting for me. I would maybe take that out just to make the main focus on the grandpa and these two old ladies.
Università, io ho 30 anni, e dopo tornare all'estero e essere mai più lavorato.
Infatti, la stessa cosa. La stessa cosa. Studi o non studi?
È vero. Ma oggi anche che va all'università,
Io ho fatto
però
la
diciamo anche
quinta
l'altro laurea,
elementare.
perché ci ha portato. Sì,
La quinta elementare.
Basta.
Basta.
Mi fa la terza media.
Bravo.
Perché la direi neanche.
Appunto.
Mi fa la quinta elementare, mi fa la terza media.
Ma non fa neanche qui.
I swear to God, that was exactly the same. Like, my grandma, she stopped education when she was like 9. Like, after that, she didn't go to school anymore. And I think that was, the different generation, different types of like education that the generations had. My grandma, like I said, she didn't really know how to read and speak English, but she taught it her to herself. Hi, thank you so much. But yeah, I feel like this is like a super raw conversation that they're having. I would personally like a little bit more of like a cut in, cut out of those moments that we should actually be hearing about, like the decisions that they're making. But I think also it does add this super documentary feel to it, which is exactly what it is. That like this whole conversation that they're having right now has to be seen.
Massimiliano.
E abbiamo costruito qualche cosa, abbiamo costruito.
Beautiful shot.
I miei nonni si sono sposati giusto 60 anni fa, quando avevano la mia età.
I love this lighting technique where the lamp, I don't know if this is intentional, but where the lamp and the light is shining on a white surface or a reflective surface, like even her hand is reflecting the light. So it's not direct light that's just like pointing right up at you, but it's like a nice soft book light, as you can see here. I really like that.
20 anni. Nel 1955 Luciano conosce Bruna e dopo 5 anni si sposano, più precisamente il 6 agosto del 1960. Si erano conosciuti a Rezzato durante la festa di Sant'Anna. Dopo la processione religiosa si poteva passeggiare tra banchi.
Okay, well, it is 5 minutes. Thank you so much, Andrea. This was a beautiful, beautiful piece. And yeah, I really, really liked it. I liked the framing. Definitely was beautiful. And I think that I don't know if this was intentional, but like some of them said in the chat, like the clothing blues really matched like the background. And yeah, I really like the framing and color grading here as well. So Andrea, thank you so much for this. It was such a pleasure. Okay, let me go back to my 2-day life. All right. Well, thank you so much. Everyone give Andrea a big, big, big round of applause. Thank you so much. If you guys have any other comments or like questions in the chat. The color is yellow fruit pop is amazing. Yes. Okay, so the next film and last film for today is called Through My Lens. I think this is a pretty simple one. I think she shot it on her phone, and I think it's amazing for us to look at it as well. All right. I love that the story is almost like a documentary of the lives that many old generations would relate to. I think so too. My grandma would definitely have related to it. Yes. All right. It's called Through My Lens, and I think her name is Luniva Maharajan. Okay.
They say you truly know a place when you see it for yourself. But eyes like lenses.
So when scrolling through this, my first thoughts were I like the music and I like the voiceover. I would say though, like in order to make it less I would say like cheesy, I would maybe not do this like zoom out thing. I would just sort of like do a static shot for this video particularly.
Can both distort
and like these transitions, it's like kind of like wavy and ripply. I feel like I would take that out completely and just cut to the next shot.
Reveal what we pass by every day. The walls, the echoes, the ordinary. Through my lens, they shift.
I like this.
They hum, they remember. My lens looks for what's hidden, the quiet truths, the beauty no one mentions, but everyone feels. Inside these walls, the rhythm changes, not just sound, but motion, a kind of pulse, held together by people.
That's crazy. I would say though, like the vignette and like the filter on the video is a little bit too strong that I can't really see through like the filter, which is for me personally a bit distracting. But again, it's like an artistic choice. But I would personally take it down, just like the vignette a little bit, just so that we can see you better and like obviously the amazing dancing that you guys are doing.
People by presence. Kings isn't just a place, it's a collection of moments, whispers in corners.
Something I would also try to do for the color grading here is a little bit more contrast, less off exposure, just because some of the things are a little bit too bright. And I don't know if there's like a filter again, like on the video, but I would take it out just because it feels like there's like a how do you say, like a film on it, like a darker sort of like layer for some reason.
Stories waiting to be felt. And maybe seeing things through my lens, you could see your own.
Nice. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I think some of the shots needed a little bit more contrast, and I would take out maybe like some of those Ripley effects just to make it look a little less cheesy. But again, that's just my opinion. But in general, I also really like the story that you told and the script. And yeah, thank you so much for sharing this with us, Luniva. That was beautiful. Everyone give her a big round of applause. I kind of like the blurry look though there's enough context displayed for us to really fill in the blanks of what we don't see clearly. That's true. That is also very true. But yeah, all right. Well, that was it for today. Actually, I feel like it went by so fast today. Like I don't know why. It felt like it wasn't an hour live, but it felt like it went by so fast. All right, I probably won't be here next week, but I just want to say a big thank you to you guys for being here. Happy Ramadan and happy Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year. Yes, it's so cool that Ramadan and like New Year is coming together in the same time after like I think it's 33 years. It hasn't been at the same time. Yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. I really, really appreciate all of you coming and taking your time out of your Sundays to spend this little window of time with me. Yeah. See you till the next one, guys.